Hi there, Judy here again. I wanted to chat with you today about getting to know your prospect. Getting to know the person you really want to sell to takes a significant amount of work and research. And if you don't have that research done, whatever your marketing efforts are, they're not going to be as effective, especially in the field of alternative health and wellness. That field is just too competitive for you to eke by with inadequate research and inadequate targeting of your prospect. Even separating your prospects so you are dealing separately with those who have bought from you before, with those who have never bought from you, is critical. Why? Because they don't remember. Last week we talked about know, like, and trust, and the previous client has established that rapport. The new prospect doesn't have it yet, but you can get it there. We can do this. So, good research takes some time and some digging to get the answers. So, the first question is, what do you want out of this prospect? Are you looking for bargain sale one and dones and then just constantly replacing clients? Are you looking for a long-term relationship that will have a higher per client value? That's important to know. I'm not saying either is wrong. I'm saying that you have to know which one fits your business model and where you want to take it. For most people in the alternative health and wellness sector, long term is the name of the game. Because if they can keep that customer coming back for more and upselling and adding additional venues and products or information services, they realize that the dollar long time, the lifetime value, if you will, of that particular client explodes exponentially. It's huge. So there are some factors to know about that new client. We've talked about whether they're a new lead or a person who maybe you bought a list and you're going to send it out to this list because they buy other alternative health products, or the existing customer. Beyond that, you really need the demographics. Now, if you're buying a list, the list provider should be able to give you some very important demographics, and it's critical that you acquire those. You need to know their age, their gender, their preferences, where they normally shop, who they shop from, what it takes to get them to buy something. What is their problem? What are those pain points? What are they worried about? And then what are the factors that will trigger them to buy? What are the emotions that drive them? The more clearly we can understand that prospect, the better a picture we can get of them as a visual, live, breathing person, down to every detail about them, the easier it will be to connect to them. One of the things I like to do is to think of a friend or a family member or an extended family member that I can identify your prospect with. How does that person think? Well, my mom thinks differently than my daughter-in-law, thinks differently than my best friend's daughter. Everybody comes where they're coming from in a little different manner. And it's really important to build that visual image as much as we can so we can really pinpoint every detail, because each one of those people we would market to a little bit differently. We want to be able to really engage and connect with them and build that relationship that lets them know we care about you as a person, as well as someone who might like our product, but we understand what you're going through. Back pain, arthritis, hearing, whatever the problem might be. Maybe she's afraid she's going to look older and be less desirable. All of those are very important, very valuable facets of a person to understand. Start with a pen and paper. Who would be your ideal client? What would you really, if you could sit down and write an outline of what they look like, how their shopping patterns would be. Oh, they want to have something come to you automatically every month. They like to try something different. They like bundled packages. All of that is super, super critical to know. Want more information? Check out my blog this week. It'll be posted tomorrow. Take care. Talk to you next week.